So give it up for Levi, huh?
I didn't get any Shalak Mana. Did you get any Shalak Mana?
I did not get any Shalak Manos. Nobody gave me any, Matanas Lev Yonim, which is, to give money to the poor. What are the other things? Nobody invited me to a Suda, to a meal. Nobody invited me to a party. Basically the community, treats me like I was dead.
Anyone offer you a blowjob?
I'm going to have to go with a no on that one,
okay.
too. What about you?
No, neither am I, not even a hand job.
But way to not let it go 10 minutes without a reference to sex. That was well played. So, did you get invited to a party? Uh-oh.
This guy wanted me to, he thought I should rank certain shuls higher because the women were hot. And I don't rank shuls according to the hotness of the women. To me, that's a sacrilege. I don't think there's anyone who's done more than me to fight the objectification of the women.
I'm thinking that
yeah, exactly. So I'm not going to rate shuls on the hotness of the women that go there. I mean, that's not what shul's all about. It's not what I'm all about. It's not what Torah's all about.
Wait, when did this come up? I mean, how did this...
It came up so I'm sitting there davening, Shabbos morning.
Okay.
And this guy comes, "Hey Luke, how come you gave the shul all B's?"
Wait a minute. Did I miss something? Was this on your blog recently?
No, I didn't want to blog about it. But I'm sitting there davening.
Fill me in, because I don't know what...
Well, I went to a shul, and I'm sitting there davening, and this guy comes up, yells, "Luke, how come you gave this shul all B's? The women are so hot here. How could you give them a B?"
Yeah, but I'm asking, where does he see that from?
On my website, I've got shul reviews.
Oh, from before or something?
Yeah. If you go into Google and you type Los Angeles shuls or Los Angeles synagogues, the first result you'll normally get will be my synagogue reviews. So I ranked synagogues on the quality of the davening, the quality of the kiddush, quality of the decor, how friendly it is.
Oh, the first thing. So somebody from out of town coming in, the first thing.
Oh no, this is a member. Yeah.
The first thing they hit of is yours, and it's gonna be here. The chicks are kind of stuck up and snobby. Oh, great.
So I was interviewed on KNBC TV about it one year just before Rosh Hashanah. To help the Yidden pick a shul for Rosh Hashanah. So I've got about 60, 70 synagogue reviews.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, and you gave one a B.
Well, I gave this one I was davening at. I guess I gave it a lot of B's.
Okay.
And this guy gave me a hard time why I didn't give it straight A's. Okay. He was pointing out the women were really hot at the shul. Here I am. I'm thinking about Hashem, thinking about the Torah, thinking about my davening, I'm working on my kavanah, and this guy, brings up the subject of women, and it's I'm davening, dude. I'm not thinking about women.
Terrible.
Shonda.
You know what though? You have guts. I gotta give it up for you. You've got tremendous guts, and I'll tell you why.
Why?
You gave the shul a B, right? And then you go in there after the fact and said, "Yeah, make me read the Megillah to me so I can have my mitzvah because I can't read it on my own. Help me out just the way I helped you out with a B. Be happy I didn't trash you with an F." It's the first thing people see when they log on and they ask, "I want to know about shuls in LA," and I tell them about the chicks at your shul and how they're stuck up and wouldn't go out with me, and I talk about the food and how terrible it is and your bad manners and how y'all fight over the food, and I'm going to do a video called Jews, the one about Asians in the library.
Yeah. Jews in the
Kiddush room.
Yeah.
In the Kiddush room, in the social hall after davening, and how y'all fight over the food, and it's really bad in there. I'm ashamed to be a Jew in your shul. So just read that Megillah to me and keep quiet. So I give credit to you. You have guts. You just put yourself right into stuff. You just step right into the fire pan sometimes. I mean, I don't know how do you be you? How does that work?
I kind of split personalities. So the character who goes there and writes on reviews of shuls isn't the same person who steps in there to daven or to
oh yeah. But you know what? But you know what, lady?
What?
They don't see it that way.
No, they don't. But some of them are "Oh, you got to make a video about this shul." And, you got to make a video about that shul. It's but I daven there, dude. I don't want to, I'll make a short review, but I'm not sure I'm ready to go to video with it. So So I do hold back somewhat if I'm going to be davening somewhere frequently.
That means, you know, and that guy was great.
Yeah,
you know, that guy was great. And you know, the ones who like got into all the hatred, like you're a bitch and you're racist, I was like turned off because it just showed that, like, you know, they were full of hate, right? But the guys who were like subtle about it and just like made fun of her, you know, like with her big boobies, like telling everybody, you know, she's like showing her mammaries, right? And she's telling everybody how they have no manners. I think it was hilarious. Like the whole thing is funny. She like opened herself up to be made fun of.
Speaking of being opened up, a lot of people thought she deserved to be raped for making that video, and I just don't agree. I don't think,
raped?
Yeah, I don't think she deserved to be raped for making that
Somebody
video.
said she should be raped?
Yeah, there are a lot of comments like
on anonymous comments on YouTube?
Yeah.
I've learned not to read those.
and they argue
idiots
that she deserved to be raped.
Yeah, right.
I just don't agree. I mean,
That
I
is
think
the most-
maybe a little consensual chastisement. Like, I think what she did was very naughty. She needed a firm disciplinary hand from like a strong moral figure, like kind of a father figure, to like take her in hand and explain to her this is very naughty, and like maybe take out a feather duster, and if she consents, you know, give her a few whacks with it, and maybe, you know, make her wear certain outfits and like make me breakfast and like some discipline. And Alexander, if you're out there and if you're watching this, please know that we should meet and discuss some of these weighty matters in like greater depth and in privacy.
He'll teach you what's called the Alexandra technique.
Yes. Why are Persian women just so smoking hot? I mean, we've got the heroine of the Book of Esther as a hot Persian Jewish woman who sleeps with the king and, you know, wraps him around a little finger. And then as I walk around the neighborhood, there are so many hot Persian women who could totally have me wrapped around their finger if they wanted to. They could deliver to me the discipline that I so sorely need. What is it about Persian women that just makes them so hot? For me, it's just their shape. Like they've got this great shape, like they're really curvy, and they got this nice shape, and they tend to be like a little more traditional, a little more shy. Like they're not, you know, oh, you know, I did 5 black guys last night. You know, that doesn't tend to be the way Persian women speak. And they carry these expensive purses. But for me, it's just like the shape of them. It's just so enticing, and then I think they age pretty well, and they just drive me crazy. Like normally in my mind it's just like totally on Torah, but when I see a Persian woman, I just want to like make babies.
Why we don't talk about Japan anymore?
Well, I don't think
fell off the map.
Japanese women are as hot as Korean women, frankly.
There are some things a person's not required to ever forgive another person for. It says there's certain things that you're not
A
required.
woman ever makes fun of you for not being able to sustain an erection. And after the Torah says you don't have
Wow.
to forget such a woman.
Well, there's certain things. Actually, it doesn't really list off all the things, but it's
But
like
it's kind of implicit, like Rashi. So don't give God your second best. Like if I just did, you know, my natural thing, I kind of give God my second best. Like I'd save my best efforts for trying to like nail hot chicks, then like second best efforts for like making money and getting the career success that I could nail hot chicks, and like third, you know, I'd give to my friends, and then like fourth or fifth, you know, naturally, you know, that's what I'd give to God and religion. That's kind of like my natural tendencies. But Leviticus is teaching us, you know, that unblemished is a big deal with sacrifices. So don't just like, you know, give your second best. Like wear your best suit for sure. Don't just wear it to the Oscars or, you know, on hot dates with shiksas, because they'll probably just, you know, they'll get on your suit and they'll rub on you. They'll touch you a lot, because shiksas like to touch you a lot, and often they're wearing perfume, or they've got various creams or ointments or oils that they've rubbed on themselves to produce like these smells that are like evocative of the tropics, or just so many fascinating smells, and they'll start rubbing you. Then you'll get this all over your nice suit, and they'll take off your suit, and then they'll lie down on top of your suit, and soon your suit is completely well scrunched and spoiled. So don't do that with shiksas. And like, you know, we really got into the musical instruments on Shabbat, and we had this beautiful temple, and like art was used to serve God. We only had the best looking priests. We didn't have those like crippled ones. We didn't have like, you know, Quasimodo priests coming up bringing the sacrifice, you know, like this. No, like we only, because I mainly go to Ashkenazi shuls with 4 walls, I think that's why I'm so moved when I meet a beautiful woman.
Oh, okay.